Welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy theme park podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, phenomenologist, theme park phenologist, all I do. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Boy, I am joined here by our co-host, Mr. Rossco Soletrain as well. What's up, Ross?
Man, I'm just slamming the slackalakas over here, man. Can't see it, but that's what's going on. We did this episode pantless, brother.
Oh, man, I know, dude. It smells really moist and salty in here, but it's a good time. And, you know, guys, we weren't going to leave you hanging for too long. We've got season 2 on its way, and we're excited. It's just a day by the bay. We're going to be here until maybe next May. But, you know, it's going to be a great season. I think it's maybe up there with, like, Terminator 2, right. Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. I fucking didn't like those Christopher Nolan movies.
Really? You didn't like
none of them.
The melodrama with the riddles for 4 hours?
I just didn't care. They're just boring.
Dude, you know, I do enjoy those movies. I enjoyed this Dark Knight and Batman Begins a lot. But I liked revisiting the Tim Burton ones.
They're the best.
Dude, yeah, they just get right to it. There's fucking Jack Nicholson jacking off.
Jack Nicholson was the best Joker, in my opinion, too.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is for a whole different episode.
Yeah. We'll save that for our
Six Flags episode. And kind of shoehorn in Batman.
Yeah, our DC shit. But guys, you're not here for Batman. You're here because you love us and we love you. I mean, I hope. But this is a fun one because this is our Best of Sketchfest 2. Now, on the program, I used to do a lot of sketches on the show. Audio sketches. So I wanted to give you this little visual for the people that watch. You know, we'll have these audio clips playing, and some of them have video as well. But you know, just there'll be more video throughout the episode. So if you're watching, keep watching, and don't look away.
Yeah. Because you never know what kind of shit that we're gonna sprinkle in there.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of these episodes or a lot of these sketches are ending up on our Robertland Clips page.
That's right.
Which is linked all down below in the YouTube channel that you're watching right now.
Yeah, we've got our new Robertland Clips episode, or Clips site. We've got RobertlandClip.com. You go there right now, dude.
Yeah, and you can find all that shit there because that's where all the clips are. So if you don't like to listen to us fart around for an hour or so, just go over to the clips page and you can just pick whatever piece of shit you want to pick and fucking slug it right down really fast.
Yeah, we've got videos of us actually pooping for all of our fans in Germany.
Mm-hmm. But that's on showusyourshit.com/Robertland.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that, that's where you're going to find that. That's also linked down below.
Yeah, and it's great, guys, and I'm excited because this is a fun one, man. I'm glad you're with me, Ross, to introduce these sketches. You know, did you ever have Skechers shoes as a child?
No, I never did.
Either did I. That was for a certain.
That's like our moms would be a Skechers crowd.
Yeah.
Or maybe our stepdads, if you have one.
It's the S. That's what they would say.
Yeah.
I never felt cool enough to be with the S.
I guess Skechers are supposed to be really comfortable shoes.
Are they?
Yeah, and weird enough, I've switched over with my work being on my feet all the time. I've switched over to more of a more comfortable shoe, and it fucking sucks because I have all these dope cool boy shoes, and I don't wear any of them. Now I just wear these fucking glorified orthopedics.
Wow. Can we just sponsor our show with Skechers? Where we just start wearing Skechers, just repping Skechers. Yeah. Skechers wanted us to talk about diarrhea and the vagina. And
oh my god, that'd be so great.
If there's videos of us shitting, we make sure to have Skechers shoes on.
Hey guys, really appreciate what you guys do with the podcast. So we're gonna go ahead and sponsor you. But can you tone down the diarrhea talk? Thank you. Yeah. Or any impressions of retarded people? We don't say that word around here, at Skechers headquarters. But we appreciate what you do. So just say R word instead.
Dude, I'm excited, man, for our new Skechers sponsorship. Skechers.
Totally appreciate what you do, guys. Yeah. Keep doing it. Come on.
Well, before we get to all of the Skechers produced fun, we're gonna go to. Actually, we're gonna get right into it. This is Best of Sketchfest. Enjoy these Robertland classic sketches, and Ross. I love you.
I love you too. And no Zack Hillman on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
I knew you were about ready to go into that.
Well, I was. It's in me. But Zack Hillman is in a ton of these sketches, so he is. So
and he is going to be a guest in the flesh.
That's right.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, back in the
Season
flesh.
2's coming.
Yeah.
Zacky baby is
love
going to be in one of the episodes.
So stay tuned, and here we go. Enjoy Best of Sketches Fest Part 2. Do you miss the magic and adventure of Waldo's World Amusement Park? Due to COVID-19, the park may be temporarily closed, but it doesn't mean the adventure isn't out there. You can call our Waldo's Wild West town favorite, Mad-Eye Joe in jail, from our Waldo's World app.
Well, howdy there, young friend. Thanks for calling Mad-Eye Joe's Inmate Helpline. Now, what are you doing, partner?
Well, are you a real blacksmith?
I'm as real as anything else you've ever talked to over the phone. Now, tell me this. What do you really see in front of you? Do you really see your mother's purse?
Yes.
Good. Now, you and I are going to play a little game of bandit. What I need you to do is snake over there and scout out your mother's purse. Once you've acquired the purse, I'm going to need you to further inquire till you find a MasterCard. Now, I'm going to need that MasterCard to spring my bail so you and I can go on lots of Wild West adventures together.
Whoa, okay.
He's got fun and interactive games and tasks for the whole family.
Oh, Mad-Eye Joe, you don't look so good. You're sweating a whole lot.
Well, that happens when you're stuck in confinement for over 79 years. Well, you know what would really help with all the anal reaming? Just a little bit of sweet, sweet numbing cocaine that I could put on my anal sphincter to help with all of the massive penetration. You think you could help acquire a little bit of sweet Cuban cocaine for me?
Sure, mister. How do I do that?
Well, what I'm gonna need you to do is go onto a thing called Craigslist. Now, you can't just go on Craigslist and look for cocaine. I need you to inquire about a skiing trip to Cuba. Most people will understand when you're searching for the finest white powder in Cuba to take your nose for a nice two-plank skidoo weekend. You see what I'm saying, young man?
I sure do.
Great. Now go and pick me up a couple 8-balls and we'll go and have a hell of a game of pool with...
Mad-Eye Joe even does birthday messages.
Happy birthday, David. I hear you turned 12 today. The sweetest, tenderest age a boy can turn. That's when your supple bosom finally comes in tightly. And at 12 years old, that Adam's apple is just protruding ever so beautifully out of your neck. I hope that you enjoy all of the physical activities a fit young man can do with those kind of muscles in your arms that have developed now at your pubescent age. And I can just imagine the strength of your 5 strong fingers wrapping around the pole as you climb all the way up to the top of that rope, Mark. Oh, I love it so much. Happy birthday.
Now, call Mad-Eye Joe in jail from our Waldo's World app. $9.95 a call, $25.95 outside the United States. So I'm here with my guest, Mr. Eddie Buckler. How's it going, man? You brought someone with you.
Yeah, dude. Always prosperous, man.
Yeah. So what are you doing these days? How's the intergalactic pass going?
Oh, we sold out of that.
No, really?
Oh yeah, dude. Like, thank you for having me on your show. Because like the second that dropped, I mean, 2 seconds later we're sold out. You know, so
that's crazy, man. I haven't really heard much about it. I tried to look it up. There's not really a website or anything I could find.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a cell phone guy. I'm not internet guy.
You need a cell phone? I got a cell phone sale.
Oh yeah, I honestly, man, the more I read about 5G, I don't even want to touch that stuff, dude.
Oh, don't worry about it. These are 3G.
Oh, sick.
Flip phones.
So
yeah, so I kind of, we sold out, and I kind of want to leave it at that. It's low key, like you said. No one's really talking about it. That's kind of what you want for a successful business, is low key.
Okay.
You know, and honestly, just with all like kind of the negativity in a lot of the theme parks out there, I kind of want to step away a little bit from the existing theme parks, and that's why I have my very good friend Jeff here, because I'm not sure if you realize who he is, but we're opening a theme park together. This is, Jeff Dunham, right?
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, the comedian with the puppets. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff. This is. He's my good friend. We go way back.
Way back.
He doesn't really look like Jeff Dunham.
This is Jeff Dunham, man. Yeah, and we're raising money on, I forget if it's GoFundMe or Kickstarter, but we're opening up a theme park together. I'm kind of helping him with the operations, the ticketing, and it's going to be Jeff Dunham Land.
Wait. So you're saying that you're Jeff Dunham?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Jeff Dahmer.
Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer. You mean Jeff Dunham?
Oh, yeah. Jeff Dahmer. Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen his specials, right?
Yeah, he's got the little puppet with I'm Mexican or whatever the joke is.
Yeah, you got him with you. Could probably. Do you have him in the trunk, Jeff?
Oh, I got a lot. There's a lot of stuff in the trunk.
Yeah, he'll do a skit for you right now, even if you want.
No, it's
man.
okay. It's all right. Okay. So what? You guys are gonna make a theme park with Jeff Dunham?
Jeff Dunham Land. It's gonna be sick, man. If you have the Intergalactic SoCal Pass, you're in when it's open. Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
So we're raising money on one of the Kickstarters to get this going. We're gonna incorporate a lot of the different characters of Jeff's. The terrorist guy. Yeah, it's actually called the Kaboom. It's like kind of a really cool terrorist themed ride.
Okay.
And all Jeff's, all your different stuff from your act.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm prepared.
Me and my boy Chalmers goes way back with Jeff, and so he was cool enough to introduce me, and so we've been kicking it hard. Dude, we've had a really fun couple weekends, man. It's been wild, dude.
Hey, you got a cigarette, man?
I think I smoked my last one, bro. I don't even have a
What
lighter,
about you,
man.
reporter? You got a cigarette?
Oh no, sorry, man. Yeah, just bubblegum cigarettes for me.
But it's coming together really well. Yeah, we're even going to have a ride where you get to smash a watermelon, a fake one, obviously, just like Jeff's other skit where he would smash the watermelons in the boxing ring.
I'm known for that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's Gallagher, right? That's the Gallagher shtick where he smashes the watermelon and it gets.
Yeah, wherever it was, we're gonna try to use that.
Okay.
Look, if it's something you're into, get it Kickstarter. We're planning to have this open though within about 6 months.
We got shovels.
That's
everything.
ambitious. You got the shovels ready? You guys?
Yeah, one of my homeboys has this lot that it's a gold mine. It's just sitting. It's been sitting there for like a decade.
Where's the lot at?
Kind of out on the way to Baco. There's like one of those towns that you kind of just don't even notice. That's the best part about it, is that no one notices it, dude. It's a gold mine that's just been sitting there forever, and there's a couple locals. Not too many people live in the town, so I'm sure they'd be stoked about a lot of tourism coming their way pretty soon.
Man, that's ambitious.
We're going to have toys. We're going to have stuffed chili peppers like in my act, my Jeff Dunham act.
Yeah.
And you squeeze them and real cream cheese comes out.
Oh, man.
Everything.
Oh, well, that sounds
future.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is the first of many different themed parks based off different characters, different actors, comedy guys, everything.
Wow. Well, man, I'm glad I could bring this news to the public. It's a privilege and honor to meet you, Mr. Jeff Dunham.
You got that beer money?
What's up?
I'm going to go, man. You got that beer money? You say I was going to get some beer money for this.
I'll have to ask Rob. Is there any beer here at all? Or?
Well,
we're just trying to get a little
does
buzz.
Jeff Dunham really need?
We just want to get a little buzz on, not anything.
Hey, you
crazy.
told me I was going to get some beer money for this, dude.
No, we're good. We're good. Just like you have anything in the fridge?
You said if I played Jeff Dahmer, you was going to give me beer money.
Wow. Okay. Well, guys, check out Sketch Yeti on Instagram.
At Sketchy Crypto. We're good.
I know you holding something.
Jeff, we're good. Yeah, hit me on Instagram at Sketchy Crypto. I'm still in the crypto game. I'm getting back into that a lot, actually.
Wait a minute, you a crypto?
Well, yeah, guys.
You didn't tell me you was a crypto.
Bitcoin.
I think our interview's done here,
Jeff, chill.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I don't like to get too political on this show, You know, I want to kind of keep it fun and light. It's about roller coasters and life. But there was something that caught my attention. These gentlemen contacted me on Instagram, and, you know, they thought that maybe the show would be an outlet for their cause. As you know, Magic Land, the theme park in Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, has a new attraction. It's the This Is Us Poke Bowl restaurant, which replaced their long-running Crow stunt show based on the film The Crow with Brandon Lee. And, you know, these guys are upset about it. It was a landmark attraction. It was there for years. And I thought I'd let them give us their case. Apparently they have like a GoFundMe or something. So I'm joined by Leonidas and Zephyr today. So can you guys tell me about what you're upset about?
Well, in the goth community, especially here in Cedar Rapids, there weren't many places for us to congregate. And the Crow Stunt Show was a sort of coming together, a community gathering place for us.
You guys felt like you could be yourselves, right? It was a meeting point of the minds, right?
Yes, we didn't have this brightness forced upon us at the Crow. It was a dark center.
Ah, I see. And so, what do you want to do about them canceling that ride? You know, replacing it. It's already replaced. They've got the Poke Bowl restaurant, you know, set up already. What would you like to see changed?
Yes, it has been replaced, but some things are eternal.
Yeah.
Right, it will always live on in our very black hearts.
Oh. Well, so did you guys meet at this joint? Did you, what was so special about it?
Well, we did have a meetup group on a local Cedar Rapids meetup site that really began to swirl into something deeper and darker.
Much darker, yes.
What dark things are you up to?
Unfathomably dark.
Wow.
It was the darkest thing that's ever happened in Cedar Rapids.
Did you kill people?
What? No.
No, I mean, we're not that's hardcore.
Okay.
No.
Dude, no.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we would kind of just meet up and talk about bands, but we would also read different poetry.
Edgar Allan Poe, a lot of
Edgar Allan Poe.
Some Lovecraft.
Lovecraft, of
yes.
course.
Anton LaVey.
Baudelaire.
Yeah. If there was a party, we would play Smashing Pumpkins, you know, because it's just more accessible, you know. It's
what, to recruit new. Did you like that? Did
well,
you have like?
It is a growing scene, the goth scene in Cedar Rapids. We have almost 12 members of the meetup group now.
It's enough that we have to wait extra long when we go to a Hooters.
Oh man. And so now you're out of, you know, you don't have that space anymore. And so what would you
this was the closest thing we had to a sacrificial altar.
Yes. It was a religious experience, I would say. Going to this stunt show, the black and white makeup, the leather jacket,
crows,
just so many crows.
It was very unkept, the entire
a murder of crows.
Is there anything though that you guys can, you know, meet? Is there a new place that you could go to? I mean, there's got to be somewhere else inside Magic Land you can congregate.
Not really.
It's been predominantly the Hooters. That's the only other place to eat in Cedar Rapids.
Wow.
Yeah, which it's a very bright establishment, and while there is an element of the erotica that is invoked in the
it's not vampiric in any way, though. It's
in no
very
way
disappointing.
No, very bright colors, a lot of orange, which I do like.
The hot sauce is indicative of the flames of hell, but I wouldn't call it goth at all. No.
It barely even goth adjacent.
So you have a GoFundMe or something to bring back the stunt show?
I've been gathering signatures on parchments using calligraphy pens. We have about, at this point, 6 or 7 signatures actually in blood.
Yes. I was going to borrow some of my girlfriend's origami paper to start my own petition as well that we could then combine later. But finding people who have their own quills readily available, it just proved too much of a challenge.
Certainly not in the greater Cedar Rapids metropolitan area.
No.
Well, I see. I appreciate your heart and your passion about bringing this back. But do you guys embrace the change with the This Is Us themed Poke Bowl restaurant? Do you enjoy it at all? Though, I mean,
well, I will say personally, I do enjoy poke. I enjoy the smell more than anything of raw meat.
It is enticing to see the musculature of a fish just splayed before you.
Just knowing that I'm eating a carcass.
Yes. It's energy transferring to you.
But there's plenty of other poke options in Cedar Rapids. There are many other poke establishments.
So your complaint is like, why is it eye for an eye?
There's
right?
only one ride based on the film The Crow. I'm pretty sure in the entire country.
I've looked into other cities and I can verify there are no other rides based on the movie The Crow, which is a mockery if ever there was one.
Well, I think this is a very poignant conversation we've had, and
Certainly.
I appreciate you guys coming on the show and voicing your passion for The Crow, the stunt show.
If anybody would like to sign the petition, if you're in the Cedar Rapids area, please
Yes, you have to be in the Cedar Rapids.
They can't do it online.
Come to the Hooters. We're trying to do it analog.
Yes, we prefer to maintain the integrity of our petitions.
We have calligraphy pens. If you would be willing to donate blood, you could sign the petition in blood.
We can always use more blood.
Well, so there you hear it, guys. If you want to help these gentlemen bring their meetup spot, the Crow the Stunt Show, back, fly out to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and just go to Hooters, hang out, sign your name in blood, and that's all you got to do. That's it.
We probably have to do the blood signings outside of the Hooters. We're kind of on thin ice with the staff there.
The health
already.
codes.
Yeah, you don't want to lose all your hangout spots.
Right.
Well, on that note, thank you guys for stopping by. Hey Ross, did you know that in Cedar Fair, there's at least 17 methadone overdoses every day?
At Cedar Fair.
Yes, every day someone they're having their churros and just falling over with methadone.
I did have an idea about that. Crazy.
Yeah, well, dude, these are some theme park facts that you motherfuckers may not have fucking known, man.
Oh yeah, so and if, weirdly, like now that we're on the subject of theme park facts,
Yeah.
I got a good one about Knott's Berry Farm.
What's that, Ross?
Did you know that Knott's Berry Farm? This is actually kind of cool. Knott's Berry Farm is the 10th most visited theme park in North America.
Wow, dude. So that's like, because you count Disney World and Disneyland. That's how many? That's like 6 theme parks, or like
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
So between, let's just say, Universal Parks and then Disneyland Parks and Disney World Parks.
Wow. So it's got to beat out one of the big dogs too. At least the water parks at Disney World.
Yeah, I wonder who the other top 9 are.
We got to look that up. Yeah, and Six Flags. Holy shit, dude! Knott's does well then.
They're doing good.
Yeah, they just need to avoid all the crazy. I don't know what voodoo curse came over Knott's. I was there when there was a shooting.
Beach Boulevard.
Yeah, there was a Charles Manson was on top of the.
Maybe it's all the fucking the meth hotels like located all around Knott's.
Did you see the guy on top? Everyone sent me that. The guy on top of the
dude jumped off.
No, I don't know if he jumped off. Did they get? I think they lifted him off or something. But he was like on top of the Supreme Scream or something dancing.
Sorry. I was thinking of something else.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, I did see that.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
fucking like tripping balls. He looked like he was like some fucking Burning Man reject who was just like, dude, I'm just gonna go to Knott's Berry Farm. I'm gonna climb the tower.
I love though reading comments and stuff and people that like they put like their like political ideology onto it. Like he's just tired of it, man. He's tired of the regime. And you're like, I don't think so. I think the guy's tired of not having
He's
enough.
tired of all these liberals. No.
Yeah, he's tired of not having enough methamphetamine. That's where he's at.
pretty
He's
much.
yeah, he's really showing. He's giving like a F you to the man, dude.
I thought
yeah, it's a bass player Rage Against the Machine.
Oh
actually.
yeah, he's back. Yeah. I thought you were talking about when you mentioned that, and I rudely like fucking jumped in.
No.
There's this guy named Riley who might listen to this podcast, but he posted this video of a guy on top of a hotel, and he fucking jumped off.
Oh,
and I was thinking, I
shit.
was like, oh fuck, was that video that I saw last? And Riley has a fucking really, I mean, I have a gnarly sense of humor, and you have a gnarly sense of humor. Riley has a gnarly sense of humor.
Hang 10.
Fuck it, yeah. But I thought that maybe it was like the Curse of Knott's Berry Farm. I maybe thought that the guy that jumped off that hotel was a hotel near Knott's Berry Farm. So that's why I thought you mentioned. I don't think it was. We shouldn't throw any more shade at Knott's because, dude,
I love Knott's.
Yeah, man, Knott's the fucking.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Knott's episode coming up soon too.
Yeah, I have
100th.
some thoughts about Knott's and things that I would love to see Knott's do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah,
we'll get into it. We'll dig into it. That boysenberry batch of
Cream
fun.
pie. The boysenberry
Yeah,
cream
boysenberry cream pie. Yeah, I love Knott's. Knott's has every kind of boysenberry, like boysenberry lube,
Yeah.
boysenberry toothpaste.
Yeah.
It's great.
Sometimes
but-
I mistake them for one another. It's socks.
It's an accident. Yeah, things
Whoops.
happen.
Hope you like boysenberry mint.
Well, just so you know, guys, you could get boysenberry up your pussy and in your butthole. But, those are some theme park facts for you guys.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
enjoy this next segment where I quiz some of yo asses on some theme park trivia. So enjoy. Yo, what's up, Joel?
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Good, man. You ready for some lightning fast theme park trivia stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. Lightning fast always creeps me out a little bit because I just get real panicky about how quick it's going to be. But let's do it. Fuck it. What do I have to lose?
All right, cool, man. Let's do this. Okay, so what store never existed at Disneyland? A, the Rocketeer coffee shop located in Tomorrowland where the coffee shoots you into the sky. B, the Wizard of Bras. Buy some underwear for mom or a bra for dad at the Wizard of Bras with an animatronic wizard fondling underwear on display. Or C, the Tobacconist Smoke Shop, where you can buy rolling papers, matches, cigarettes to keep you pepped up for an exciting day at Disneyland. Which one of those never existed?
I'm going to say all of the above.
Well, my friend, it actually, two of them existed.
Shut up.
Yeah. The Rocketeer never existed. The shop, of course, is the Rocketeer in one of those popcorn machines where he's like rolling the popcorn. It's kind of a hidden gem. But yeah. But the Wizard of Bras, in 1955, the first year it was open, they had an intimate apparel store on Main Street.
You know what? I heard about that. I'm an idiot. I read about that somewhere, and what a dumb fuck. But I thought, never mind. Whatever, dude. All right,
Yeah.
I lose. Next.
All right.
Go ahead. I didn't let you talk.
Oh no! So yeah, so you could buy like some underwear from mom and dad. That really was a place. But the Tobacconist is like trippy because I found out that existed till 1990. It was like a fucking smoke shop on Main Street. You know where the like Indian dude is in front of the theater with the shorts? Like
I know where the Native American dude is.
I was.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, for sure. I know where that's at. That's where it was.
Fun memories and imagination.
Thank you, sir. Well, this one is another one that will also inspire all of those feelings.
Wait, was there a ride called Deep Throat the Ride?
No, no, there was no Deep Throat stunt show. Although that would
Maybe
be
a full climactic adult theme park that we could just go to.
Oh man, I think if
I want to come. Take me to a theme park where I'll stand in line for 5 hours if I'm going to bust a nut.
yeah, oh yeah, dude. If they had a roller coaster, you could just bust a nut on the ride. Oh my god, imagine how
While you're in the
euphoric.
loop,
Yeah.
You get cum in your own face. You're like, damn it, I hope that was mine.
I know, like the love canals. There'd just be giant titties, like that Woody Allen
Simon.
movie. The giant
There's
boob.
a sign when we're getting in line that says you must be this hydrated to ride.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna give you a few questions, A, B, C, D. And you're gonna tell me which one you think is real. Pretty simple. So this first one is, what is the fastest ride at Disneyland? Is it
I know it.
Hyperspace Mountain, B, Splash Mountain, C, Indiana Jones, or D, Matterhorn bobsleds?
Ooh, I thought I knew it. I thought it was something different.
So Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, Indiana Jones, or Matterhorn?
Ooh.
Because like Matterhorn gives you whiplash.
I thought it was gonna die.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, but it's tighter turns. I think it just creates more G's because the track is so narrow and windy.
Yeah. And
Are we talking about regular ride speed or vehicle conveyance top speed?
I think it's just the ride, like how fast it goes. Like,
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna cancel out Indiana Jones and Splash Mountain just because you have to stop for things, and it just seems like they would slow it down so you could like see like the Indiana Jones thing with the boulder. You know, you have to stop for that, so it seems like that would slow things down. I'm gonna say Space Mountain.
Okay.
I think Space Mountain might have the same thing going on as Matterhorn, where you feel like you're going faster than you actually are.
Okay.
That just makes it really hard to gauge how fast it is. I'm gonna say Space Mountain 2.
Okay, so I've got the answer right here, and it is, you are both wrong, and it is so surprising though, because I thought the same thing when I found this out. I was like, what? So this is based on, and I could have said this before, but like how fast? No, dude, it's Splash Mountain gets the fastest.
What?
And you know why? It's because of the drop. I guess the drop goes.
Okay.
And then like the like there's the because
that's the only one with a major drop element to it.
Yeah.
I
was confused by that. I was like, what? That was the last choice of those. So,
you know what? That actually kind of makes sense because it needs to be fast so you don't go, wait, is this based off a racist movie? You know, you need to kind of keep it going, keep it moving. So, yeah, I get that.
Well, now they're replacing it with Princess and the Frog. So now they got to make it go fast for the rednecks that are like, wait, is this because of woke culture? I don't like this. What are these black people doing on my ride? I don't like this.
It's just going to literally be a drop. That's all it's going to be.
I know you guys enjoy films as well. And
all right, cool. Now I think we're going to do the theme park erotica.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome.
I learned
back.
a lot. I learned a lot right there. Good job.
Oh, good, man. Thank you. I try to be informative. You know, this is kind of like the CNN or Fox News of theme park podcasts. So there we go, dude.
More Fox News.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, we need some bigger titties.
We need Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about, speaking of titties and romance and love, theme park fan fiction, Disney erotica especially. There's a lot of inspiring artists out there that write what's in here. In here.
Which usually involves racism and
very naive,
gay sex.
Yeah, naive. People that don't understand like the
some kind of
human
incest.
body. Yeah, incest.
Very interesting. Interesting writers.
They're pushing the boundaries of art and literature, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm excited, guys. And this is going to be something to inspire you, hopefully. I mean, they just let it go, man. To quote Frozen, you know?
For sure.
Whether it's, bestiality, which is in Beauty and the Beast. So, that's kind of...
This is all in the realm, the sphere.
Yeah. Well, so guys, take your shirts off, pour some wax,
get some of that boysenberry lube warmed up.
That's right.
Or toothpaste, depending on if you need some kind of abrasion, in your butthole.
Yeah. Well, enjoy this tingle in your butthole. This is some of your fan fiction erotica. Enjoy. before we wrap it up, I thought this would be great because Josh is such a phenomenal impressionist, and I came across some Disney erotica, and so I think this one involves a Little Mermaid, but it's just so absurd and amazing. And I know Jeff Goldblum is kind of a sensual guy.
Yes. Well. Let's see here. Now this is some sort of sexual fantasy. Let's take a look here. I want to point out that Robert only sends messages mainly through Instagram DMs.
Yeah, I feel like a millennial.
I don't check them a lot. I'm not like a VSCO girl that's like, oh my God, I got these messages. So here it is. This is Disney. Erotic. Yes, Little Mermaid. King, Chapter 1. Ariel's punishment. Here we go. King Triton rode his shell chariot, dragged by 2 dolphins, to his place in the auditorium, while his trusted friend and advisor rode his smaller shell, dragged by 2 small fish, to his post as the composer for the production being put on by his lovely and beautiful daughters. Sure, that sense makes no sense. Triton took pride in all of his daughters. They were loyal, well-behaved, beautiful, did everything he asked of them. Ooh, except for one. There's always one. His youngest daughter, Ariel, was not like the rest of her sisters. She was beautiful like her sisters. Some may say she was even more so, but that was beside the point. Ariel was different. How was she different? How so? In the way that most girls did not behave. She would always swim off and play around. She also had a horrible habit of going to the surface. Mustn't go to the surface. Stay down there where there's all sorts of crabs and things like that. No, where awful human sailors killed her mother. And when does the hot stuff begin?
I don't know. This is I thought it would get real X-rated real fast.
Here we go. All right, I'll do this as part of Morgan Freeman. Triton swam up to her and stroked her cheek with his hand. "Oh, you're going to be sleeping with Daddy, all right," he replied. Oh my God. Before Ariel knew what was happening, her dad quickly took off her seashells covering her chest and began to bite her nipples very hard. Bro, this is awful.
Yeah, this is incestual.
This horrible fictional character that is his teeth clasped around one of her small nipples as he licked at the tip. At the same time, he reached for her other breast, as one should. You've got to pay attention to both of them. With a calloused hand, he began to massage it. Rub-a-dub-dub. There it is, causing louder noises. To come out of Ariel's mouth. Daddy, that hurts, she says. And Ariel complained and squirmed. She wasn't sure what he was doing to her, but it made her feel weird. With every second that passed with him doing these things to her chest, an uncomfortable feeling began to build up in her lower tummy, and there's a weird sort of wet feeling began to build up on a part of her tail that joined at her hips. It's kind of that's the same as Jar Jar. That's where the Gungans experience erections, sort of behind their knees. As time passed, in the same manner, the nubs on her chest were getting more sensitive. I feel like a 12-year-old wrote this.
Did the woman that complained about my public access sketch write this?
That's exactly who it is.
Yeah.
I would like to tell you that I want to thank you for writing. Bro, I had fan fiction written about me. We were talking about this before the show.
Wow.
I have fan fiction written about me, and I should narrate it as Morgan Freeman sometime. Because my fan fiction, the girl that wrote it, was obsessed with me, and she had I believe she had a hair lip. So I heard her voice a couple times because she called into my then live podcast show. She was like, "Josh Robert Thompson, you are an asshole. I wrote this story for you, and you are making fun of it. You son of a bitch." So I read the story, and every time I'd read the chapter, it was getting progressively hotter, and we were about to have sex. But what ends up happening is some dude randomly comes in and shoots me in the head, and I die. So we never fuck, and she ran off with that guy, and I was like, "This is my fan fiction. My fan fiction, I get killed. Yes, Josh, you die, and I go off with him. Bye."
Oh
What do you think?
Wow.
Her nubs began to expand. Nubs. Bro, that's a guy that's never been even near a woman.
No. The story.
Ooh.
So this is from Pingo Potter, and his amazing erotica. So yeah, take it away.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I will read the disclaimer. This contains lesbianic erotic content and hints of incest. So if that disturbs or offends you, don't continue reading. Also, bear in mind that this is all fiction and nothing to be taken seriously. Anna and Elsa's parent, the King and Queen of Arendelle, has died. Today it had been 3 years since their parents died, and Elsa was finally old enough to be crowned Queen. Anna hadn't seen her in years and was shocked to see how beautiful she had grown. Elsa stood straight in majesty as she was being crowned. She had nicely set up platinum blonde hair, purple eyeshadow, and pale skins. And also, apart from that, she had also gotten nice slim body with a lovely set of D-cup breast tits. Anna didn't mean to, but she got a little tingly feeling from watching her gorgeous sister standing there. Later in that day, Anna had gone to their room with her cousin Rapunzel, who also attended the coronation. Rapunzel had brought her husband Flynn, but he was still downstairs enjoying the feast. Rapunzel was a small girl with a slender body and fair skin. She had pink lips, rosy cheeks, and big, beautiful green eyes. Her hair used to be insanely long and blonde, but had been cut into a short brunette pixie cut.
This is a grown man, by the way.
Favorite. All right. Then Rapunzel took off the rest of her dress. You aren't wearing any panties, Anna said, astonished. Well, I were earlier this morning, Rapunzel giggled. You are a bit of a slut, aren't you? Anna said, astonished.
How women talk to each other.
Well, I'm teaching you to be one now, Rapunzel said, and tongue-kissed her. Rapunzel grabbed Anna's big round booty. You are already wet, Rapunzel said, and Anna giggled. Anna moved herself to the back of the bed, sat with her back against the wall, and removed her white panties with shaking hands. So, what do you want me to do? I just want you to open those sexy legs, Rapunzel said, and pushed them apart. Anna's pussy was small, pink, and dripping wet. Rapunzel started kissing her clit and licking it, making Anna moan by the instant, and her little body tilt a little. You taste good, Anna. Don't stop, Anna just said, overwhelmed by the pleasure. Rapunzel kept licking, sucking, and nipping the pretty pussy. Anna's breath became heavier and her moans louder. Rapunzel knew what she was doing because her mother, who turned out to be a youth-lusting psychopath, and by the way, not her actual mother, often abused her sexually when she was younger. It traumatized her a bit, but it also made her experienced and good at oral sex, and she enjoyed giving it to her sexy cousin Anna. Just let it go, Anna, let it go, as Rapunzel fingered her tight, meaty asshole. This has been Erotica with Mike.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I love how they imply that she's a stepmother, like that, like raped her, but then they're like, but they weren't related. Like, you know, it's hilarious that he had to add that in, that they weren't, that it wasn't like the actual daughter, like that dude. Oh my God.
Her mother, but not her real mother.
Yeah. And I love how asshole was spelt.
Yeah.
And meaty asshole.
There's a lot of stuff in there that was just like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like what an artist.
Yeah, he is, man. He's an auteur, and I'm glad that he was born. We can all, you know, thank our lucky stars that we've been blessed with Pingo Potter's work. But dude,
I really hope that my roommates heard me reading that with such gusto. I did not hold back at all.
Yeah, I know right now during quarantine, a lot of celebrities are reading children's books, and I think you may have a future, dude. Buddy, dude, for real. So, all right, and I wish she was reading this as well. With actually, this isn't the wizard. This is Daniel Day-Lewis, guys.
Okay,
Surprise.
all right. Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's getting into the character.
Hey, the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Rob, read all of the stuff. So, don't miss on any of the descriptions. But man, take it away, man.
You guys ready?
Yeah, it's gonna be steamy.
Strap on. Back to the Future erotica. This one might seem a bit twisted. Just be warned. I don't own Back to the Future, but I can mess around with them like I do. LOL.
That was Star 69's thing.
Star 69.
Is it the same person?
Yeah. No, different author this time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, you guys put your. We all got our mindset in.
Yeah, dude,
Back to the Future. We're there. All right, here we go.
I've gone too far, but I've got it out right now.
Yeah, dude. Let it hang, man. No judgment.
Here we go. Marty couldn't control it. His mom back in the 1950s was smoking hot babe. There was no doubt about that. Sure, in the 80s, she had Jennifer, and she was cute and everything, but his mom was amazing. She was rugged. She was passionate. She did things that Marty never, even in his wildest dreams, would have ever expected her to do. Drinking and smoking was the tip of the iceberg. After seeing her in Ooh La La, while trying to get the sports almanac back from Biff, he knew that his mom was a smoking hot babe. He had to go back to the 1950s and have sex with her. God. Marty pondered over these exact words over and over again. I need to have sex with my mom. At first, it creeped him out because she gave birth to him. And what would happen if he got his own mom pregnant?
I gotta run. This is amazing.
Have given birth to himself?
It's good, man. This
would have had an older brother? There were too many questions, too many possibilities.
Damn, this is good writing.
Can we talk about
Something could go so wrong. Yeah. Let's talk about this.
We might.
Let's
Let's pause and talk about this a moment.
what the science behind that is. If he went back in time to have sex with his mom, would he so that means he'd have an older sibling that was his own inbred sort of
something like that,
right?
Hey, Marty. Darfy McFly.
Darfy McFly.
We go back to the future.
Yeah.
No, so that's a pretty fucked up conundrum, but please continue with this smooth erotic story.
Yeah.
Too many possibilities of something going wrong, but the passion burning in his mind of the memory of he and his mom about to do it in the car outside of the school before the enchantment under the sea. Dance made him want what? Wow.
Yeah, some of these aren't written.
I got a little just
Keep in mind the author is probably beaten off when
Hey, there was an answer to this problem though. There was only one person he could talk to about helping him out in this mess, and it was the Doc Emmett Brown.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Marty skateboarded over to Doc's place and busted through the doors. After the DeLorean got smashed into the train, it took Doc a long time to rebuild it. He actually had to take the remains from the fuck capacitor to create a new one from scratch. But after a month of steady work on the new DeLorean, stood there in his garage looking like a beacon of hope for Marty's sexual frustration.
I like how Wiz's voice got deep right there.
Oh, shit. Still can't do, Marty. I'm going to start that over. I was trying to channel the spirit of Christopher Lloyd, but he's not dead yet. You can't do, Marty. What? Sorry. Not. The DeLorean has to go through a bunch of tests before she's ready to travel through time. Well, with all of the issues we had last time, we wouldn't want that to happen again now, would we? Great Scott! Imagine if you never came to help me get back out of the Old West, or I never helped you return from the 1950s. The 50s, said Marty in a dreamy voice. Just not safe, said Doc.
This is a sequel. This is Back to the Future 4, guys.
This is Back to the Future 4. Yeah.
I want to retake the Marty line there because
Okay.
The 50s, said Marty in a dreamy voice. I'm going to watch Back to the Future naked when we're done with this. You guys know that.
You don't keep keep that mask.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm keeping the mask on. It's just not safe, Doc said sternly. Come on, Doc. There's no better way to test it out than a good trip through time. If there's an issue, we can always fix it later, said Marty, begging. No, Marty, it's not safe, groaned Doc, slamming the door on the DeLorean. Since when are you so hung up about traveling through time anyways? Emmett, shouted Clara from the kitchen. Dinner's ready. Okay, Clara's hot, so aside from going back in time to bone my mom like Marty is about to do, I would have went and boned her as well. Just that's my commentary.
Doc probably can't get it up. He's like too busy on meth, like making his meth. My boy.
Meth sex runs through time. Oh, that sounds like a great movie. Meth sex runs through time.
Beautiful.
I've been there.
Damn, groaned Marty as he slumped against the DeLorean. That's when he saw it glistening from a shelf on the wall. The keys. Marty quickly glanced around the room, hoping beyond hope that Doc didn't have any security cameras set up. Thankfully, he didn't. And even if he did, it's not that big of a deal because Marty can just go back to the time he took the DeLorean and stop himself from doing it. Marty decided to hop in with nothing but his boner and his will.
Gotta go back in time.
All right. Man.
Wait, is that? There's
all right.
It's about to get juicy.
No, it's about to get juicy. Gee whiz, this thing is rocking. Marty zips back through time. Unfortunately, for without Doc Brown's help, he ended up going all the way back to the Jurassic period. Marty crash landed into a giant prehistoric tree. Gee shucks, golly, holy shit, Doc. What did I do? You can hear a dinosaur growling and overwhelmingly loud stomping on the ground. Marty felt a vibration shoot through his body. Something came over him. Marty may have had wasted a hard-on, but he did have some ideas.
Priorities.
Priorities. Marty's heart and meat were throbbing in anticipation. Not a dinosaur appears out of the bushes, but a Neanderthal man who appeared to resemble Fast and Furious actor with a mean unibrow Vin Diesel. Marty noticed how strong and powerful he looked and immediately licked his lips. The caveman let out a big roar. Marty tries to communicate with the caveman. God. I am Marty. I am from Hill Valley. In future. The caveman gives him a dead stare.
Oh, that's good. Building the anticipation.
The light bulb goes. The light bulb goes off in Marty's head. Make it a light bulb. Right? He's a caveman, so a light bulb goes off over Marty's head, much like it would for Doc Brown when he thought up the flux capacitor. Marty says, I'm Marty. What's your name? The caveman pounds his chest and says, Me Bobo. While doing so, unveils his thick, big bam bam stick. The caveman, wow, Marty can't help himself, and he pulls out his 8-inch cock and waves it in his direction. I have something you can snack on, Bobo. Bobo, come get your protein, Bobo. Bobo licks his enormous mitts and proceeds to slap the shit out of Marty. Great Scott, that was hot, declared Marty. Bobo skull fucks Marty using his brains and blood as lube. Marty may have never slept with his mom, but he died doing what he loved. The caveman proceeded to barbecue him. Bobo McFly lived a long life of 25 years, and his bloodline continued until Marty McFly was born. He may not have boned his mom, but he managed to fuck the beginning of his bloodline, till we bear back to the future again.
Till we bear Back to the Future again. And he has there's a thing at the end there.
Yeah. I think we should. He adds this. This is from the writer, I'm assuming. Do not judge me, as I am an up-and-coming actor, but I am very proud of my work, but will never reveal my identity. Let's just say it rhymes with Arnie Hammer.
So, guys, that was beautiful. Good job.
Fun.
Good job, Wizard. Oh, my God, Wizard. You brought that to life, man. You brought in props. You, like, really dug in there, man. I don't know, dude. I might die of a boner right now, dude. And now for a spooky story with Frankie Estrella.
So, with that, the best story I have from the big hospital down by the beach, I met the devil at the hospital.
Oh, dude. All right. So please elaborate.
And I actually said this at Harpin, so
this is perfect for Halloween.
Yeah,
my
don't
friend.
feel fucked up, and hopefully don't feel fucked up, because not to be racist, the devil was a white man, and the reason why I call him the devil to this day.
I mean, that kind of goes without saying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a white guy. No, I don't sound like
Never,
that guy.
Man. He could have been a brother. He could have been a brown man. He could have been Indian, and in a way,
There's a devil in all of us.
In a way,
right?
in another country, another part of the world,
Yeah.
the devil can take many fucking forms.
That's true.
As they say. But I happen to be at a big hospital down by the beach, won't name the name. He comes in calmly and quietly. And I remember thinking to myself, there's nothing wrong with this guy, but they call you in, security, we need a bed watcher, blah, blah, blah. He's there. He's very professional, real clean cut. He's, I'd like to talk to the doctor, please. I don't want to talk to security. And he never makes eye contact with me for like 3 days. He just wants to talk to a nurse, somebody working there. He's very calm. Doctor comes in. He goes, I'm going to check this guy out. He goes, be my eyes and ears now by the door. And I never really talked to the doctor, but usually if there's something crazy like that, they're like, stick around, kid. You want to see this. Because he heard what he said at the front desk. He goes, doctor, hello, I am the devil. I apologize to interrupt your time. I have been walking for miles. And he even said like the song, I don't mean to be a piece of burden, but I am growing out of my skin. And my body is no longer able to contain me. So I walked for miles on this earth. I come to this hospital, this specific place to meet Tony Robbins, who is God. And at the time, I'm like, who the fuck is Tony Robbins? And I asked around, they go, you ever see Shallow Hell? Oh, Banana Hands. Yeah. At the time. Now I love him to death. He goes, Tony Robbins is going to come here. He's going to place his hands right here on my shoulders. And he said this very like politely and calmly. And he's going to say, it's time to go home. And then I will go back to my resting spot. And he says, you can see, and he pulls out his shoes, and his feet, bro, it looked like the top part was fucking just re-ripped. The bottom part was being ripped, both feet. And just like it was being ripped, like something was coming out. I'll never forget, like imagine corns on the billy bag corns, all to the middle of the feet down. Feet were fucked up. Meaning he'd been walking for days, months, nonstop. Or maybe he's telling the truth. I was like, that's fucking nasty, right? So they said, okay, we'll check you out, sir. I understand. You have a seat. The whole time is very polite, calm. Days go by. Actually, hours go by. I won't fast forward.
I was supposed to say.
I won't fast forward.
I mean, hey, he had a crazy journey. I could see him maybe taking a couple of days off, sitting in a chair. Yeah. But no, so it was a few hours go by.
So, they give you a 72-hour hold if you don't have insurance. Of course, the devil's not going to have American insurance. Why would he? Well, he did weird things at first. First, he'd eat his stuff. He put it back together, like all the little plastic utensils, and put the wrappings that perfectly, stack them up like someone OCD. And he kept going to the bathroom, jumping out. And this one I worked hospital security for about, let's say 3 years at the time. About 2 years at the time. And I've seen every single worst scenario, every crazy guy come in with like the worst drug problem or just trying to get off. Like, I don't want to fucking go to work, blah, 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 blah. If they don't pee in a cup, they give you something called a catheter. Also called a Foley. And Google
really
that shit.
Comfy.
Listeners, Google that shit. I'm not going to explain that until later. He was asked multiple times, do you have a urine sample, sir? Please. They have cups in the bathroom. I just can't pee. I'm sorry. And the devil was like, I can't do it. I need a catheter. I was like, come on, dog. You're fucking with me. He's telling people you need this straw up your dick hole, which is what a catheter is. It goes all the way up to your fucking bladder and sucks out the pee hole. I've never wanted that in my life. I've seen it many times. How to hold people down.
I mean, it sounds enticing, but yeah,
and
you
the
don't
devil's
want
like, I need a catheter. I'm sorry. I can't. And finally, someone said, okay, it's been like 6 hours and you get a sample. He lays down and says, make sure be there for it. No one else in the room, usually about 6 people. He's calm, pulls out his thing. This guy straws it. The only
was
noise,
the devil hung, by the way?
The devil was pretty much like this microphone. That's all to you. Devil was, I'll admit, for a white guy, I was like, hey, man, you're blessed. Devil's blessed. So, I wasn't going to disrespect the devil.
The devil would have a huge honker, dude, because he just wants to fuck, dude.
He wouldn't need to use it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't need to use it.
He wouldn't get off at that.
He'd make a woman probably fuck like this giant elliptical right here.
Yeah.
Just for shits. Right on that fucking handle. You know what I'm saying? Just for shits. He
There's,
really
yeah, just so you know, there's a workout machine.
Probably. I'm not saying I know the devil personally, but I met him. So I call him the devil because all he did was lean back, take the straw, and go. And I've never seen that shit in my. He got power out of it. He flexed, dude. He took a straw up his dick and flexed, bro, and just went like, didn't even beat his chest like an ape. Just kind of like kind of shoulders out, like did the fucking hero pose. The devil did the hero pose with a caster in his dong. Then I said, if he ain't the devil, then whoever possessed him is, because he tortured that fucking guy's body with the worst type of male torture I've ever heard in my life.
I get what you're saying, because I mean, he is excited about getting a catheter up his cockhole and like getting off on it.
And
So what?
There's fetishes out there, I know for sure, but for him to go to that great lengths, and just to do it and just to show off.
Is that a gunshot, by the way?
It's the summoning. I spoke too much with the devil.
I know.
I get some air out. Oh, what's going on, bro? That's not me, man. The door is moving by itself.
That's creepy. Yeah,
I didn't do
man.
that. So
it's all right.
I'll wrap this up for
yeah. We'll finish because this is an amazing story to end on. But so yeah, what happened to this guy?
So what happened was, fast forward throughout the days, and I could, I had to do a 12-hour shift, come back. He'd still be there because 72-hour hold. What they do is they don't want to push you to the mental ward yet because they don't get the people with insurance first. First in line who's actually paid for their service. Well. This guy would literally know weird shit. Like, he'd know the machines around him by heart. He goes, I'm the fucking devil. I know how this fucking machine works. Boop, 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 boop. And the nurse would be like, well, how'd you know that? It checks my oxygen. This one checks my fucking heart. Like, everything you knew. I'll even reset it for you. And he fucking reset it. And the nurse is like, have you been watching us? He goes, I'm the fucking devil, damn it. He goes, give me my, whatever it is, water. And he would always think that all the security guards were perverts. That were trying to nail all the nurses. So he'd have that temptation, that lust in his brain, but he devil advocate to everyone else. He'd look at he nicknamed everyone. There's one guy, hey, what's up, stud? You fucking check out these ladies trying to fucking lust them. I know what you're fucking thinking. You want to fuck them all right here. And then he looked at me and gave me a nickname. He goes, fuck you, Southside. And the whole place started laughing.
Oh,
he just judged me. He thought I was like some gangbanger. And I thought, man, this guy's evil. And by the end of it, he ended up trying to pick a fight with me. And what's funny is that when he fucking bounced onto me, I braced myself, right? And he never touched me, but he wanted to have me provoke the fight. And it was like, just this weird tug of war of like, you trying to play some cool mind games on me, but I'm not going to fall for your tricks, devil. He ends up getting sent away. And the whole time he keeps yelling, I'm coming back for you fuckers for disrespecting all these ladies. But every time we tell him, hey, we're not fucking around, he would just fucking be like tonguing and jacking off or whatever, doing dirty stuff to all the females there.
Wow.
Head trip, dude.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I met the devil
Wait,
at a big hospital down by the beach.
Wow, that's a pretty crazy story. Wait, did he come back or no?
I was on there for a couple months. I didn't need that fucking place. That shit was...
I was going to say, yeah, you should...
it's a shit show.
Yeah, that sounds like you definitely deserve some payment for... some decent pay for running into the devil and he's jerking off in front of you, and
just like Ghost Rider,
the
Ghost Rider movie, and I love these stories because they're taken from other stories. The devil can't physically harm you; he's too weak. He gets you with the deal. It's really shady and shitty to say that, but you think of all these famous people, they talk about Illuminati or what might be around it, or how many of them gave so much talent, they made a deal with the devil.
Yeah,
that guy was just. He never made eye contact with me until he wanted to fight me. So weird for 3 days, dude. And he was like pacing, going, fuck this, like pumping himself up. And it was like a dark room, and I was like, man, something's going on. It was like 2 a.m. And he walks up to me, he goes like, fuck you, come on, come at me. And I pulled my forearm out to brace myself, and he goes, you want to fucking go? And he kind of just put his neck out, and he walked around me, and he went to the bathroom, just made a scene. And everyone's, what's going on? They all woke up, and all the nurses, what's going on and shit? Hey man, he just got up, and I told him to get back in your room, and he didn't want to do it. So now he's making a scene.
Wow.
Yeah,
the devil's a spaz, dude.
Hey, he can't physically hurt you, but if you let him do a deal with you, you're fucked for life, dude. That's just my warning, man. And like I said, if he wasn't him, I've never met a human being who was down for a catheter.
Sweet. Now we can do the outro. All right.
Put your pants back on.
Man, I will put my pants back on when the fat lady sings. Oh, man. Or swallows.
Hey-o.
No, I don't know if I'm going to leave that in. I feel bad. That's weird. Maybe we should leave that in, though. It's kind of funny. I don't know.
Why not, man?
Yeah, fuck it, dude. It's 1995.
Let it rip, dude.
Yeah.
Like all these writers for these erotic fan fiction, they let it rip. So in turn, we let it rip.
Yeah. Do people say that, though, in Hollywood, do you think anymore? Like, oh, not until the fat lady sings. And they're like, they have to think about it. Like, oh, that was waitist, you know?
Probably.
Yeah, and they probably can't say
Hold on a
it.
second. All right, we're not saying that anymore.
Oh, you know what I love? Sorry, you know what? I didn't mean to cut you off. You know what I love about the Jungle Cruise film is they have a German character that they can go as silly German as possible. Like, if it was like, you know, any other... Yeah. Oh, yeah, und here I've got the missile. Oh, like
is he... Did they say, oh, you're German? Or is he, like, maybe Swiss?
He could be a fake...
Because they could segue that into a Matterhorn movie.
That's right. Oh, my God.
That would be fucking kind of tight ass.
Yeah, dude. It's actually played by Philip Seymour Matt Damon from, Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
The guy
he's
that looks,
great.
Yeah,
bitch! That guy? Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's like the calm psychopath Todd.
Philip Seymour. Oh, really?
Philip Seymour Damon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's funny because he does look like both
of
those
them.
guys.
Yeah.
So it is played by Todd.
It is.
God, Todd is such a great character. In
yeah,
that
he's
show.
great. He's great in Jungle Cruise too.
Awesome.
He's got awesome outfits too.
Dude, he would be sick in the Matterhorn movie.
I think so, dude. I always joke that there should be a Matterhorn movie with Gene Hackman for some reason.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I thought that would be a thing, but it just sounds like it.
Gene Hackman back in the day was always playing like some kind of rogue fucking military, conservative, like basically the prototype of like the militia man.
Yeah. He was what was those movies? The French Connection or where he plays like Pappy or something. He has like the hat. Yeah, and he's like a badass. Where he's like, hey, I want to find the dope fiend, and he like. Yeah, busts down the doors. He's taking names. I was like that. Like I don't know, a guy like that should be in the Alps for some reason.
Why not?
Running into
Maybe they could just cast him as the Yeti.
Yeah, because I mean he'll be like 85 years old
white.
Probably.
His body hair is all turned white.
Yeah.
You mentioned the waitist comment or the waitist, being worried about waitist comments in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I saw a comedian. I'm not going to mention their name because a lot of people don't like this person, but it was actually fucking great. He did this whole routine where he was reading off PETA tweets.
Really?
And that's all he did. And it was just, he just gets up on stage and goes, okay, I'm going to throw out my whole routine. I'm just reading PETA tweets. And it was all about how they're changing, like, where's the beef? Or like things like that where you don't say that. Like you have to say something different. And it was all say this, not that, And yeah, it was very much like things like the waitist.
Well, Bill Cosby really has changed a lot for comedy. Yeah. He's changed a lot in the world of comedy.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want about him as a person, but his contributions to comedy
well, hey, you know what?
Stopped.
Allegedly, well, he's out of prison, man. He's a free
Yeah, somehow. I don't know
man.
what happened. Yeah, but good for
society. Good for society.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's great, man. Yeah, I just can't wait for the OJ Bill Cosby movie coming out soon.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever read OJ's Twitter? It's he's really funny, dude, on it. Yeah.
I had to get off Twitter.
That's good, dude. It's not a healthy place.
No.
A lot of negativity.
Well, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just felt like there was just certain people that were just like trying their best. Like our wires are all crossed up about like why we do things.
Yeah.
And so I could see like people that I knew and didn't know where they were really pushing something, and I thought, what is this all about? Is this about getting clicks and retweets, or is this like something that you feel deep down inside? and I just kind of I just said I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, I miss the internet when it was just about like, hey, look at this funny picture, and when they'd post like, people's addresses and, they'd harass people online. No, I love everybody. I love all you guys who listen and watch. I don't care what you look like, what you do. Even if you're a murderer, please thank you for listening while you're killing people. Just kidding. No, I hope that you pay in hell. I love you guys. And I thought that we ended there. I was tripping.
No, but like we mentioned this, we touched on this earlier, but all these clips that we put in here, they're all going to end up on the Robertland Clips page. So
that's right.
If you're wondering if you want to see one in particular where you're like, oh, that was fucking great, or you want to share it with a friend, whatever, all that stuff, all these clips are going to be broken down on our second channel, which is the Robertland Clips. I think it's the Robertland Podcast Clips. Very just, vanilla name, but we had to do this. We had to do full episodes and clips. So if you want to see any of these, you can see them on the Robertland Clips page.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for watching and listening, guys. And we're excited for season 2 coming very soon.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, stay safe out there, and au revoir, everybody.
Fuck yeah, dude.